I'm turning 40 this year, and comments like these break my heart. This girl is 25 years old and she thinks that she'll never find anyone. With the way that the world is today, dating is not easy.
There's no way that grown women think this way and are so entitled in this sense. It's just like entitled, narcissistic nonsense. Like, why is it so hard for women to take accountability?
Oh, you want to know another absolutely disgusting secret about men?
Boys have a similar thing, except instead of good, they're doing it for evil.
That same level of optionality of being able to pick and choose, their standards for the type of man that they want are going up as they're making more and doing more.
Women are struggling to find partners, but the real story isn't as simple as it seems. It's not just about bad luck or timing, there's a deeper shift happening in dating dynamics. Standards are rising, expectations are changing, and the way people connect today is completely different from the past. But is this really a crisis or just a transformation? Stay with me, because what's happening beneath the surface might completely change how you see modern relationships.
Every time I watch these girls on the Whatever podcast, I feel like I lose brain cells. I think to myself, there's no way that grown women think this way and are so entitled in this sense, like, still. But then I come on here and I go on live and I talk about how bad feminism has been for Western society, and I get proven wrong. The chickens start clucking in my comments, and it's just like entitled, narcissistic nonsense. Like, why is it so hard for women to take accountability for the people they go on their back for? Because easy women create weak men, and that's what you guys are signing up for. When you guys are being easy, you guys are signing up for weak. You guys are signing up for these men who won't have any self-control when it comes to the internet.
As a man who built a life alone, all I wanted in life was to be a good dad like I had. Now I'm overweight, overworked, and underpaid because I built it alone with no partner.
I'm turning 40 this year, and comments like these break my heart. This girl is 25 years old and she thinks that she'll never find anyone. In all of my years of experiences of dating and having been in a committed long-term relationship for 15 years that was extremely toxic and not healthy, this is the best piece of advice that I can give you. With the way that the world is today, dating is not easy. So you need to really put yourself out there. Get on dating apps, and if you get approached by a lot of guys and it's very uncomfortable, use a dating app like Bumble, because you get to pick who you want to talk to. They're swiping on you if they like you, but they're waiting if you swipe on them, and they're waiting for you to talk to them first. That way you don't have to waste your time with a bunch of people that you're not even interested in. When you see potential ones that you think you like, you message them, you say hi, you see what they say back. Keep the messaging short. Do not let the chat go on and on and on for a very long time, because you're not really going to get to know a person very well by chatting on an app. The best way to get to know a person, or at least have an impression to see if you like them, is by meeting them in person. So after maybe a couple of chit chats back and forth of basic information being exchanged, this is what you're going to say. Here's my number. Insert number. Call or text me if you'd like to meet. Otherwise, take care and be well. Smiley face. This always works. They will call you. Because there's something about the dangling of the carrot that, here you go, we're chit-chatting, whatever, and I'm not going to really waste any more time. Here's the phone number if you want to go to the next step. Otherwise, bye. There's something about that makes them feel that if they don't take that step, they're going to completely lose the opportunity to have anything further than that chat. So it sparks their curiosity. I guarantee you will have a text or a call, if not that very same day, by the end of the week. Never get too excited about any guy. Go into it with the idea that I am just meeting a person. I am meeting a human being. In fact, look at it this way. I am interviewing potential applicants for the role that I need filled. You are not a pick-me. You are not hoping that they like you. You are hoping that you like them. When you finally meet, you get a drink, a coffee. Some women don't accept anything besides a dinner date. I don't personally like that. I'd rather make it quick because I want to get the first impression and see if I like you. It's just to meet. You take it from there and you see where it goes. Maybe it'll result in a kiss because there's a lot of compatibility and a lot of chemistry. Or maybe it won't result in anything and you'll never see each other again. That's fine. But the way that women pursue educations and careers with such intention and follow through and taking the necessary steps in order to get there is the same way we should be approaching trying to find a relationship that we want. Because the goal is not about getting a relationship. It's about finding the right person for you. Don't get stuck on any one guy. If he's not right for you, move on. Next. It's a numbers game. It's all about volume. Keep going.
These kinds of takes always get overinterpreted. Most people in the comments are arguing with a version of the idea that isn't even fully there. It's just relationship frustration being discussed.
I mean, feminism makes dating extremely hard. It is increasingly difficult to flirt with women nowadays. There's a large chance that you, as a man, will be #MeToo'd for simply pursuing a woman. I mean, the worst thing that could ever happen to dating is a woman interpreting a man pursuing her and thinking that she's beautiful as harassment.
Dating struggles get turned into society is collapsing content way too fast. Sometimes it's just people not finding the right match or timing being off. Not everything has a bigger meaning.
Oh, you want to know another absolutely disgusting secret about men?
They have a giant group chat that's literally made for evil. And this is, okay, come closer. This is a safety PSA for literally, this is probably happening in multiple cities everywhere, but specifically I heard about this one over the weekend here in the Midwest in Minneapolis. Continuing on the general theme of telling all my ladies in the cities to look out for these crappy men, this weekend my inbox has been flooded with stories from girls. Some guys I know, some guys I don't know. And out of respect and safety, of course, these women's stories are not mine to share, but we now do share the burden of the story, so that's terrific. Some things that exist. One of the things, though, that I had only heard an urban legend, but now have confirmation it's true because many of y'all have seen it, is that these boys have these group chats. I believe they're on Snapchat, right? Because no paper trail. And it's like, you know how women have like the Are We Dating the Same Man groups that have gotten out of hand, so I don't really pay much attention to them anymore. But like the original intentions for those groups was to watch out for other women and like warn them. So boys have a similar thing, except instead of good, they're doing it for evil. And what they do is before or after they hook up with women, they will send photos of these women in these group chats to share with all of the boys. Now, I don't know the details if there's like one really large one or just a lot of little ones, but I will tell you, I heard some of the names of boys I know who are in it, and I was shocked, okay? I did not suspect that. So for the love of God, tell your friends, tell your daughters, check up on your mans, okay? Even if you think you trust them, maybe just like keep a little heads up, because it's not just the photos that like you're sending them that they're sharing. They're taking the photos without your knowledge. And as someone who just started dating seriously again like a month ago for the first time in years, I already don't want to be here.
This is more about personal experience than any group trend. But online, everything gets stretched into a general statement about men, women. Real life is way more individual than that.
There's a lot of misrepresentation of what females need to be today, what they should be, what they should act like, what they should be doing, especially here in Miami. And like really young women, and it's like these expectations make girls do things and throw away a lot of relationships that could have otherwise worked out because of things that they need to show off or pretend to be. And I think that that's the difference. Like somewhere along the way we lost the grit of trying to make a partnership work with another human being, and knowing that there are certain things that are not okay, but there are certain things that you have to just kind of learn to deal with together and not just be like, you know what, peace out, I'm a bad bitch, I'm gonna go do whatever. I don't know, that got crazy.
Burnout, money stress, and loneliness all mixed together here. People try to explain it through ideology, but it's usually just life pressure. Relationships are often a side effect, not the main cause.
That same level of optionality of being able to pick and choose has resulted in less marriages staying together, less relationships. Women now, in modern times in America, we're at a place where so many women are working and their standards for the type of man that they want are going up as they're making more and doing more, that the pool of men that they are looking as suitable partners is becoming less and less. And this is probably the largest group of women in their 20s and 30s that are single with no actual prospects.
These discussions always start with a point and end up in comment section wars. Half the time people aren't even reacting to the same idea anymore. It's more discourse than actual conversation.
If I'm married, right, which I am, I have a husband, right? Why would I want to just leave the house without him knowing? That doesn't make sense. I've never met a wife that prefers to be by herself. The wives I know, women that are around me, love being around their husband. They enjoy his company. I don't know what this like weird propaganda is, but like I have no desire to have money without my husband or to leave the house without him. Like, I'd rather go out to eat with him than any of you guys. Like, I don't even like hanging with friends. Like, I prefer being with my husband. He's literally my best friend. So I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. Feminism didn't do anything for me at all. All it did was create beef with y'all because it didn't do anything for me. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You guys think feminism gave you something, but we already have everything we need. Like, I don't need some man-made institution to tell me that I can do this or I can do that. I'm good. Like, I like having a husband. I like being around him. I like that. I love working with my husband. Any kind of work I do, it's contributing to his business, and I love that. Like, that's what I like to do. I'm not interested in, like, leading my own life. That's, like, that is contradictory to the concept of marriage, right? Like, if you're in a marriage, you're supposed to contribute to each other. You're not supposed to lead your own life. Like, you have to stop listening to miserable women that tell you that feminism is good and you should have your own shit and you should live your own life and you should prepare for his ass to leave you and blah, blah, and all this miserable shit. Like, no, like, you're not saying anything. You wouldn't be able to leave the house. Where the fuck I'ma go? What is so urgent for me to have to go that would require my husband's absence? Like, I don't understand why, what that's doing for me. What's the point? What's the point? For a worst case scenario that's never gonna happen? Like, girl, shut up.
The internet loves turning personal experiences into "this is what everyone is doing now." But most people don't actually fit into those neat categories. It's just messy and individual in reality.
Trust me when I say that toxic feminism was the downfall for everybody. Nobody wants relationships anymore. And it's true. If you build yourself up to be a high quality man, all the women will want you. What makes a man a high quality man? A man that lives his true essence, that can be straight up to a woman. Women don't get mad, or at least some women do not get mad that you have a lot of women. They get mad that you do not tell the truth. They get mad when you do not tell the truth. But a high quality man will tell that woman straight up from the beginning. A low quality man will act like he's perfect. Will act like he's like the greatest man on earth. Fake confidence. Do you see the difference? There is real confidence and fake confidence.
It's basically emotional frustration being turned into content. But the algorithm rewards exaggeration, so it looks more extreme than it is. That gap is where most misunderstandings happen.
Here's something that I don't see anyone talking about, and it's the female loneliness epidemic. I just turned 23 and I am officially done with looking for new friends because nowadays, girls are fucking impossible to make friends with. Before you call me a pick-me, hear me out. In my experience, young women today do not know what it means to be a friend. They expect everyone, including other women, to chase them the same way men chase them romantically. It's always me texting first. It's always me making plans. It's always me arranging reservations to make hangouts happen. Only to be told the day of that, like, oh, something came up, / they straight up admit that they forgot. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, girl. And their I'm so sorries are never followed up by, let me make it up to you. How about we do this or this instead? It's always just, I'm so sorry, blank. All these girls want to do is just be Instagram mutuals. They want to like your posts. They want you to like theirs. They want to swipe up on your story. They want like little crumbs of your attention, but they are not actually looking for like a real life friend with like substance and value. And I don't know if any of you have ever used Bumble BFF, but like don't. It is a bigger waste of time than like actual dating apps for like meeting men. And I've had a handful bad experiences on there, but I'll just tell you about like the 2 most recent ones. So it's this girl, we match, we talk a little bit on Instagram. I see we have a couple like hobbies in common. It's going well. We arrange to meet for a drink. And so we go, we have a drink together. It was like, I think like after work for me. So I was like really tired. It was only like 2 hours, and then we went home. We both agreed that it like went really well, and I was convinced that we were going to see each other again. I had to chase this girl for months to meet up again. And it wasn't me not getting the hint, mind you, because she was still texting me every day. She's like, I want to see you so bad. I want to see you so bad. But something keeps coming up. Oh my God, I'm in college. It's so busy, blah, blah, blah. And like at the time I was working part-time. So like I objectively had like more free time than her. So whatever. Okay, sure. I kept like sending her like invites to like different events, like ads I see on Instagram, like blank event on this date at this time. And it was always like, oh, I can't. Oh, this, oh, that. I'm sorry, I've got this going on, blah, blah, blah. Never offering like anything on her end. I remember the month of March rolled around, and she goes, okay, girl, I'm just going to be straight up with you. I cannot meet you all month in March because it's exam season. First of all, I'm so fucking sick of hearing this shit that it's like exams. It's exams all the time. Like right now I'm like doing a gap year, so I'm working, and like all my friends are like my age, college age, and they always have fucking exams all the time. And it's like, I'm sorry, but I don't know, maybe I just like, you know, I'm a business major and like we're stereotyped for like having easy majors, but that's not how exams work. The way exams work is you start like a semester and you have class, and then there's like midterms for like 3 days. You do the midterms, and then you go back to class. There's no month full of exams. But whatever, I'm like, okay, fine. I do not bother her all March. April rolls around. On April 1st, I literally sent her an event, like a clubbing thing, restaurant, activity. I don't remember, some bullshit I saw on TikTok. And the date was like April 5th. She's like, oh, sorry, I can't make it. Okay. I wait a couple more days, say it's like April 4th, and I sent her like an event on April 30th. So like at the end of the month. She's like, oh my God, I have plans that day. I'm so sorry. I was like, you know what? Okay, girl. Okay. And I just stopped trying. I waited for her to send me something, offer me anything, make any sort of plans, and she just never did. And I just stopped like replying to her, like sending me random reels and like random bullshit. So this was girl number 1. Now girl number 2, it was a similar situation. They were both happening at the same time. It's this girl, same thing. We match, super good chemistry through text. Like we're just like laughing, you know, sending each other voice memos. We have so much in common. We agree on so many topics. We're just vibing. I'm like, oh my God, I really see like a really good friendship with this person. I end up finally meeting her for the first time, at the club, because like I was, convoluted story, but I ended up like at the club with this guy I was seeing at the time, and she was there, and we just like danced for 5 minutes, and then she was like, oh girl, I gotta go, I'll be right back. Didn't come back, and I ended up like leaving with the guy like an hour later. Anyway, we get back to texting. I'm like, when can we hang out like properly, like, you know, like face to face during the daytime so we can like talk, you know? She's like, girl, definitely not this month because it's Ramadan. I'm thinking to myself, like, as far as I'm aware, during Ramadan, you are allowed to go outside, you know? Like, Muslims, during Ramadan, they go to work, they go to school, they do stuff. You know, we don't have to go to a restaurant or anything. Like, we can just, like, take a walk in the park. Like, it's not that serious. But I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not going to argue with you about religion. Over the course of the month, I see her hanging out with other people though, like on her story. And at first I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm not a priority, you know, like we don't know each other that well, sure. But eventually I confront her. I'm a little bit like, oh, I thought you were not doing anything. You were not allowed to do anything this month. She's like, first of all, mind your business. Half of the posts I put up are like throwbacks, so they're not current, and the other half is me and my sister. So like, if you don't know any better, like, close your mouth. I'm like, okay, no problem. Ramadan ends, April rolls around, and guess what? Never hear from her ever again. I just moved into this new place that you can see right now. It's like really, really messy. And I decided to have a housewarming party where I just invited like my roommates, obviously, and a group of like my closest friends or just like people that are in my life like currently. 2 girls that I invited did not show up. I let both of them know about the party like 2 weeks ahead. The day of, I send both of them a text like, hey, so we're gonna start at this time. This is the address. Hope to see you soon. The party was supposed to start at 6, and they both text me back at around like 3 or 4 p.m. And one of them goes, oh my god, girl, I'm so sorry. I can't make it today. I'm like super sick. I'm just like throwing up like in bed. I'm like so sick. And it's like, if you were that sick, then it probably didn't happen today. You couldn't have texted me last night. You had to text me the day of, like 2 hours prior. Like, you waited also for my text before you canceled. You couldn't have like let me know like, hey girl, I know that you're gonna be cooking food for like X amount of people for today. Like, don't worry, like count me out. You don't have to like make a portion for me. You couldn't do that. And then the other girl was like, oh my god, girl, I'm so sorry. I forgot I have to hand in a school project for tomorrow. Again, this is not how college works. Like, maybe she's like a different major, okay. But this is not high school where like you get a homework assignment on Monday and you have to hand it in for Friday. No. Your professor tells you about like a 1 or 2 big projects that you have to hand in by the end of the semester, and you progressively work on it like little by little over the course of months. I'm just saying, there's no way, number one, that girl was actually sick, and the other girl had a school project to hand in. They just didn't want to come, and they didn't even have the decency to let me know ahead of time, come up with something smarter. Like, they were not even gonna say anything. If I hadn't texted them the day of, they would have pretended like nothing happened. And this is why I am done just trying. Like, I'm done. Like, if like a female friend like falls from the sky for me, then yeah, of course, you know, like if we meet, I start a new job and like a girl that works there like I really like, and like we, of course. But no more looking, no more taking my hand out and saying, hey, do you want to take this friendship to the next level? Come to my house, come hang out with me. No more making the first move on people, because it just takes up too much mental space and yields basically no results. It's just a waste of time. So yeah, let me know what your experience has been like. Let me know how you feel, but this is how I feel right now, so.
This feels like different people dealing with the same issue in different ways. Some cope by focusing on independence, others by chasing relationships. Neither side is a universal truth. So what's actually going on here? It's not just about women failing at dating or men disappearing. It's about a system that's evolving. With more choices, higher standards, and shifting priorities, relationships are no longer automatic, they are intentional. The challenge now isn't just finding someone, it's finding the right someone in a world full of options. And that means both sides will have to adapt, because the old rules of dating simply don't apply anymore. You're watching Modern Dating Logic, where we keep it real, not emotional. If you're ready for more truth the world avoids, you know where to find me.